The boy did not remember when the noise began. He only knew that it never stopped. From the moment his eyes opened each morning, thoughts rushed in like strangers breaking through an unlocked door. Some shouted warnings, some whispered regrets, and others replayed moments that had already passed, demanding to be judged again and again. He thought while eating, while walking, even while sleeping, and the more he tried to silence his mind, the louder it became. One evening, after another day lost inside his own head, he sat by the roadside watching people pass. Everyone seemed to be moving with ease, unburdened by the weight he carried invisibly. They laughed, spoke freely, rested inside themselves. A quiet longing settled in his chest. Why could he not live like that? That night, an old memory surfaced, his grandmother's voice, soft but certain. When your thoughts become heavier than your heart, seek the one who listens to silence. By morning, the decision was made. He would leave. The path to the old master wound beyond the village, into thinning hills where the air grew still. With every step, his mind resisted. Doubts followed him, questioning his purpose, mocking his hope. Still, he walked. By afternoon, he reached a clearing where an old man sat beneath a vast tree whose roots rose from the earth like ancient veins. The man was not praying or meditating. He was simply watching a single leaf drift to the ground. The boy waited, unsure how to speak. Without looking up, the old man said, "You have arrived loudly." Startled, the boy replied that he had made no sound. The old man smiled and said his feet were quiet, but his mind was not. Ashamed, the boy bowed and spoke of his endless thoughts, his failed attempts to control them, his hunger for peace. He asked to be taught how to empty his mind. The old man invited him to sit. They sat in silence. Time stretched. The boy grew uneasy, painfully aware of the noise inside his head. When he confessed this, the old man said it was good. A storm must exist before it can be understood. He placed a bowl of water between them. Its surface trembled. This, he explained, was the boy's mind. Striking the water would only create more movement. Shouting at it would change nothing. Only stillness allowed the ripples to fade. The boy watched as the water slowly calmed. His breath softened. For a moment, his thoughts did too. Then curiosity appeared, and the ripples returned. The old man laughed gently. Nothing forced can last. The next day, the boy was given a heavy sack filled with stones and told to carry it up a hill. Each step burned. Halfway up, his mind filled with resistance and doubt. When he reached the top and collapsed, the old man arrived with ease and asked him to open the sack. 1 stone felt light. 10 were manageable. All of them together were unbearable. Thoughts, the old man explained, were the same. The burden was not thinking, but carrying every thought at once. Peace came not from dropping them all, but from choosing which ones to pick up. Later, the boy was handed a bow and asked to shoot an arrow. Fear of missing caused his hands to shake, and each shot went wide. The old man told him to forget the target and return to his breath, his stance, the feel of the bow. When the boy stopped dividing his attention, the arrow flew true. A quiet mind, the old man said, was not an empty one, but an undivided one. That night, the boy lay awake as thoughts came and went. This time, he did not fight them. He watched. Worries appeared and passed. Memories rose and faded. Fear whispered, but he did not answer. For the first time, he understood that thoughts could exist without controlling him. At dawn, he told the old man he no longer needed to empty his mind, only to stop living inside it. The old man bowed his head. The lesson was complete. When the boy returned to the world, nothing around him had changed. Life was still loud. Problems still existed. But within him was a new stillness. When his mind wandered, he returned to his breath. When fear arose, he returned to the present. Thoughts still came, but they no longer ruled him. He learned that peace was not found in silence, but in presence. And slowly, without force, his mind learned to rest. Not because it was empty, but because it was finally free.